My name's Alexa. Thank you for joining me today on this quest through the liminal space between Christmas and New Year, where nobody knows what day it is, nor if time is actually passing, yet so much time is passing. It's kind of this in-between time of reflecting on the year, but also making plans for the new year. Safe to say, it's a very odd time to kind of exist right now. But anyway, I've seen everyone and their mother doing a 2025 favorites video, and I wanted to do it as well. And shockingly, it's taken me quite a lot of time to figure out what I've done this year and what my favorites were, because I think I have the memory of a goldfish. But I think I've been able to compile a pretty solid list. I have everything out next to me here. I've got it separated into a couple different categories, and I'm just gonna go through them with you. As a makeup and beauty creator first, I feel like I could have gone really into depth in this category, but I did want to limit myself just because I knew I would have quite a lot of things to talk about. So these are the beauty products either I got this year, or that I found like a newfound love for this year, or that I've just been reaching for throughout the entire year. First is this Huda Beauty Glowish Blush in the shade Berry Juicy. Oh my god. This is what it looks like. I'm wearing this today, by the way. I didn't receive this year, but I started wearing it this year, and it's probably changed my life. I stopped wearing it in the summer just because I wanted to go for like a different tone of blush, but have now in autumn and winter gone back to it because it's like a really nice berry shade. It behaves strangely, and I think that's why I like it, because it's a powder product, but it behaves almost like a cream. Favorite blush of the year, by far. Excuse the state of this. This is my favorite mascara of the year. This is the Ribbon Wrapped Lash Mascara from Too Faced. I got sent this in PR a couple months back, and I have used this nearly every single day, except for if I want like a colored mascara. I don't really need to say anything about this. This came out in September, and I, struggle not to use it every day. Like, I need to force myself to kind of use other products, because this is just like, look at this. It's just so perfect. This is the Blend Bunny and Maypeng Rotten palette. This was part of a collection. I only purchased this palette. I might go back for those shimmer toppers though, because they look insane. Favorite palette of the year by far. I love this to death. And you know it's not going to be a favorite, or even just like any video of mine, without mentioning Glisten Cosmetics. This is the shade Jasper, and this is the shade Alien. Jasper was from a split liner, and I think it was called Spooked. And it was this and an emerald shade, and Natalie, the owner, she sent me a big one of just the red, because this is my favorite liner shade that they carry, and I got this year. I also got the shade Alien this year. This is, I think this was in my last favorites video that I did. I think my last favorites video I did in August, so you know how much of a favorite it is if it keeps staying a favorite. Love it. Most perfect like metallic green. Shockingly, that's all for makeup. Like I said, I really wanted to just limit myself. But I do have two fragrances. The first is the YSL Libre? Whatever. Delicious. I love that perfume. I got it a couple months back. And then this is Guerlain, or Guerlain. I'm not fucking French. And this is just the Mon Guerlain de Parfum. This is my favorite perfume in the world. I've been wearing this perfume since probably 2019. I only really buy it in the winter because it's such like it's more of a heavy scent, and I think it might be my signature scent. I'm not sure though. The next topic is skincare, kind of beauty adjacent, I guess. I only have 3 products. First, I have this toner. This is the Pixie Glow Tonic Toner. At the beginning of the year, I saw this lady on TikTok. You'll know exactly who I'm talking about. She's like a blonde lady, beautiful glowing skin, and she does skin flooding. And she kind of explained how to do it and how to like gradually introduce more liquid like toner-ish products over time. And so I started doing that, and I use about like 4 or 5 products per skincare routine. And the Glow Tonic is the second product that I introduced into my skincare routine. My skin has been insane since then. Like, I'm very lucky that I never struggled with like a lot of breakouts or acne or anything like that, but this brought my skin to like a new level of glow, truly. These are also from Pixie. These are the Detoxify eye masks. I got sent these in PR this year, and I use these so much, especially because I have to get up quite early in the morning. So these help me with my puffiness and also my will to live. So thank you. Last thing for skincare, these are the Eel Ho. Believe it or not, I have never seen the name on here. I ordered these from Amazon. I just looked up collagen masks. These are really great. My skin, like, you peel it off in the morning and it's just like a baby's bottom looking back in the mirror. So I could recommend these, definitely. Eel Ho. All right, next topic is clothing. It was actually a little bit difficult because I did acquire quite a few items of clothing this year. I had to reflect and think about what items did I truly consistently wear since I gotten them and like have not stopped wearing. And then I looked in the mirror. I didn't get these at the same time, but since I've gotten them, it's been like counting down the days since I last wore them to see if it's okay if I can repeat the outfit like 3 days later. So this is the shirt. It is a Dracula shirt. I got this from ASOS. I will link it if it is still available. And then this is a sweater shirt, kind of like a high neck. I got this from a store called Kauf dich glücklich. Really soft, hand wash only, sadly. This year, I also started buying myself matching pajama sets. I was kind of like going inward and being like, okay, how can I make myself feel like more of an adult, I suppose? And it's true, oddly enough, because when I go to bed wearing matching pajamas, I feel really put together for some reason. I got a couple different matching pajama sets. I'm not gonna bring them out now, but just like the concept of a matching pajama set. Because I'm someone who doesn't really like wearing jeans or pants. I'm quite an avid skirt and dress wearer. I need a good pair of tights that aren't gonna break, because sometimes I do press on nails, and when I'm pulling up my tights and I have then 5 holes from where I'm pulling them up, that's stupid. Snag tights. I think I ordered them at the tail end of 2024, but I got really good use out of them this year, which is why they're my favorites. And I have 1 pair of shoes in my favorites. I got these from ASOS. They're called Mary Jane shoes. They don't sell them anymore. I've since tried to buy different ones because they had black leather ones and they had a cheetah print one. And these are the only ones that I got. They're like clicky clacky. So when I'm walking along the hallway, like people can hear me coming, which I'm obsessed with. And they just have a really nice buckle detailing. I wear these nearly on a daily basis when I'm working. All right, and that is all for clothing. We're moving on to the next topic. The next topic is books. I have chosen my favorite fiction and nonfiction book of the year. This is The Sweet Spot by Paul Bloom. This is a book about why humans like both pain and pleasure, the relationship between pain and pleasure, why we need and seek out both in our lives. This was a really, really fantastic read, and also a really insightful read into the human experience. The Alchemy of Secrets. If you follow me on TikTok, you would know that I gave this 5 out of 5 stars. This is about a girl called Holland and her discovery of magic in the magical world. Really interesting magic system, really creepy places described, really original storyline, kind of like puzzle solving, shit like that. I really like this. I ate through this book. And that's not to say I haven't read many good books this year. Those are just my two favorites that I wanted to share. The next topic is stationery. This was a big one for me this year. 2025 for me was kind of the year of like rediscovering my love for journaling. I've always kept a diary, always, since I was just a small youngin'. But this has been the year where I'm like actively thinking deeper thoughts in that sort of journaling. So I guess we can start with my two favorite journals. These are both from Paper Republic. This is the Grand Voyager in the pocket size. It's about an A6. And this is the Portfolio in an A5. I use these every single day. They have become two of my most treasured things that I own and things that I purchased this year. I think journaling as a whole and like finding a new way to kind of reflect on my thoughts or put my thoughts away out of my brain onto or into something else has been a really healthy mechanism for me to kind of process things, I guess. I do have a tour on this on my TikTok, and I have a journal ecosystem video coming on up real soon. Next is not so much this journal specifically, but I actually learned how to hand make journals. So I made this myself, which I'm very proud of. It was a very cool thing to say that I was able to do. So good, I had to buy it twice. This is the Kaveco Sport. I got them in the burgundy and in the green shade. I use these every day as well. Love these so much, and they definitely have gotten me back into writing with a fountain pen. It's a very different writing experience than just writing with a pen. And related to that, I was on the hunt for the perfect shade of like blood red ink, and I went through a lot of trial and error. I ordered a lot of ink, and a lot of it was just not what I was looking for at all. I found a ballpoint pen that was like the perfect shade of red, and then I found this. This is the Diamine Oxblood ink. This is also one of my favorites. It's stunning. That is all for stationery. Next, we're moving on to homeware. Homeware, I actually only have 3 mugs. So this is the first mug. I got this from Amazon. This is just a cauldron mug. I will link it down below. I love this. It makes me feel like a little witch whenever I drink from it. I bought these 2 mugs from Disturbia. This one is a Laszlo quote from What We Do in the Shadows. And this one says, "Down with my demons." I love these, and they're such a great size. Like, they're huge. Okay, and now we are moving on to the last topic that I have, which is concepts / good things to do. I've been doing this for quite some time now, but I'm doing it in a different way this year, I guess. So I'm a big fan of disposable cameras. I get all of mine printed, and right here are my picture books. My photo albums, Jesus Christ. I get them all printed out and I put them in. But I have been printing out pictures from my phone and putting them into photo albums so that if my phone goes kaput or, I don't know, I lose it or something, then at least I'll have my pictures. Also, it means I get to free up space on my phone, which I have so many pictures. That's just been really nice, and I love flipping through a photo album, and it's just like memories. It's so nice and like warming in my soul. And kind of relating to that, I have been working on decentering my phone from my life a little bit more and moving a little bit more analog, which is I think why I really like journaling so much, because it gives me time away from my phone. I'm a big doom scroller. I love TikTok, which is really bad. It's actually one of my 2026 goals to really cut down on my screen time because it's just so unhealthy. Like, I notice how much time I waste, but that's a different video. Yeah, so decentering my phone has been a good favorite of mine, and kind of moving things out of my phone that I can move out of my phone and do somewhere else. Then a slow morning. I think a slow morning will always be my favorite thing. It's just the most relaxing way to start my day possible. I will always be in a good mood if I have a slow morning. Always. If I have woken up at a chosen time and I'm having a coffee in bed and I'm doing like morning pages, or I'm having my morning scroll, I know, need to work on that. Honestly, it's just such a good way to start my day, and I love it. There's nothing more relaxing to me than laying in bed for an hour after you wake up and just doing nothing. And this is my last favorite thing. This is macaroni. Oh my god. I didn't get him in 2025. I got him in November, on November 23rd of 2024. But this is my first full year with him. Say hello to the camera. Oh, handsome boy. So that's why he is in my favorites video, because I think he will always be in my favorites videos. He's always my favorite, and he's so soft. Oh my god. Hi, baby. If I think about him for too long, I will start crying. Macaroni has to be the ultimate favorite of all time until I die. If I die. So those are all of my favorites that I can remember of 2025. It's been an odd year, might I add. Very strange year, but you know, we moved. 2026 will hopefully bring many blessings. If I don't see you, I hope you have a fantastic new year. Happy New Year. Merry Christmas for the past. If you like this video, make sure to like and subscribe, maybe even leave a comment. What is your favorite thing of 2025? Let me know below. And I will be back in the new year.